And welcome back to the NeverBoard gaming community. We've got some more action from Modern MTG Wednesday. We have Falcon on Counter's Company going up against Andrew Heeley playing 5-color humans.
And surprisingly, I think this is the first time we're seeing him pilot his own human deck in the tournament.
Yes, instead of me piloting it.
So interesting playmat on one side here.
Oh yes, that's Brian Kibler. Smiling Brian Kibler. Smiling Brian.
Is that like a wedding photo or something? Like,
I don't know, but he's dressed up nice and fancy like.
it looks like a professional photographer made that. Look at this like beautiful flowing.
He's got that
cloak,
fabric,
white
yeah.
cloak.
It's amazing. Just a very great photo.
Man, looks like he has the turn 1 Noble Hierarch in his hand on Heeley's side, which is always a good open.
Meanwhile, Falcon is taking a mulligan.
And I guess you can. This is considered a combo deck, correct? Like you need to get a lot of pieces together in order to actually win.
I would say so. If it's the deck I'm thinking of. I haven't seen this deck in action yet, but pretty sure it's combo deck.
Yeah, just going for like I think you go. I don't know if it's going not really infinite life with Finks or anything. It's more walking ballista to finish you out, right? I guess we'll find out.
We'll soon find out. Forest Bird from Falcon. Did he mold a 5? He went second. Oh wow, but Heeley off to a rocket start here.
Jeez.
Going off this Noble Hierarch into Champion of the Parish and Thalia. Thalia is going to present a big problem if Falcon is hoping to get to a timely collected company.
Yeah, that path is going to be affected here by Thalia.
And of course, Sir Crufix revealing that path. Gonna have to pay 2 mana for it, but it's there. Mantis Rider coming down on Heeley's side. And it's just going to swing by itself for 4. Champion of the Parish not going on offense, and neither is Thalia. Falcon, of course, correcting him like, hey, by the way, your Champion of the Parish got bigger. Maybe you should have swung with
Oh,
everything.
I love that card in this deck. So cool. Oh
Well,
my
not with
gosh.
everything, because the Courser would have caught Thalia.
Corsa grabbing the land for the turn off the top of the deck, exposing another Horizon Canopy.
It's card advantage. She's very good. So, Collected Company not available now thanks to Thalia, but Falcon could still have some plays.
Taps 2 to use that path to exile he revealed last turn. Getting that pesky Mantis Rider out of the play. If I'm not mistaken, I think Courser's getting a reprint in Masters 25.
I can't remember for sure. And then the Ghost Quarter going off to get rid of the Ancient Ziggurat. Heeley opting not to search because he only has the 1 Plains. That's the only basic in that entire deck.
Wow. Oh my god, Blood Moon, eat your heart out.
Meddling Mage, though.
Not sure what he's going to call here. My guess is he's going to be a Walking Ballista.
Either Walking Ballista or Collected Company.
Yeah, one problem with recording these in post is that we get to miss out on some of the little interesting tidbits of the match, so we'll be left to guess.
We're usually good at guessing these, though. Even when we're not, we usually find out later because they'll accidentally play into the Meddling Mage.
Yeah.
Anyway, Champion of the Parish swinging for 5, and here comes Knight of the Reliquary. I think I remember what this deck is now. If this is the one I'm thinking of.
So, wait, I'm confused. This is not Counter's Company?
It's Counter's Company.
Oh, okay.
Phantasmal Image copying Meddling Mage.
Yeah, so I think, isn't Vizier of Remedies another important part of this combo?
That would be a different deck from this, I believe.
okay.
There is a Collected Company deck that uses it, though. Maybe this is a different version of that deck, though. Maybe.
Well, the mystery will unfurl as this match goes on.
Champion
Or
of the
maybe
Parish
not.
swinging for a lot of damage. What's he revealing next? Wooded Foothills. Going to go ahead and play that, gain some life back. Another Tireless Tracker revealed off the top. I think Meddling Mage may have banned out the Tireless Tracker, unless it didn't. Unless he's going to cast it right here. Yeah, well, yeah, he's going to cast the
Maybe
Tireless
this
Tracker.
isn't the combo version of the deck, more opting for more like a more mid-range version here.
Yeah, like I said, I've never seen this deck in action before. I've known there's a deck called Counter's Company floating around. I just didn't know what it did. We'll soon find out what it does. Of course, Sir Crufix cracking in for 2. Still have no idea what these Meddling Mages are naming. I would assume Collected Company and one other card. I mean, obviously one other card, we just don't know what the card is. And a Reflector Mage.
Yeah, it was
That should probably, that gets rid of the Knight of the Reliquary.
it's a lot of damage. It's going to be tough to come back from this without losing your board.
In response, fetch for, I would assume, a basic forest, and then activate Knight of the Reliquary to sacrifice that for any non-basic. I was going to find Temple Garden, actually, but even that would be sacrificable to the Knight of the Reliquary. It's going to give Tireless Tracker a clue. Get a clue, girl. Okay, here we go. Knight of the Reliquary ditching that Temple Garden. What's he going to find now? Tireless Tracker's going to give him another clue. Windswept Teeth. So, more fetching.
It doesn't look like it's going to be enough. Some desperation digging going on.
Oh no, he's just going to make as much use of this Knight of the Reliquary as possible before that Reflector Mage resolves. And now a basic forest. That basic forest, however, is just going to have to sit there because Knight of the Reliquary is tapped now. But when Knight of the Reliquary comes back, she's going to be very big.
If I'm not mistaken, I think Heeley's sitting on another Phantasmal image in his hand. We'll have to see what it will copy here.
Maybe that Reflector Mage. Swing in with everything now. No reason to rely on Exalted when they're at 9. Oh yeah, got to reveal the top card. Corsair Perfect's still in play. That's a Ghost Quarter.
Man, talk about ramp from Corsair this game. I think he's got 3 extra land drops in that thing.
I think 2, actually.
Oh.
Tireless Tracker is going to have to block something if Falcon wants to live. Chumping the Champion of the Parish, sack a clue. There's a path to exile. So that'll give him some breathing room. Falcon falling to 3. And there's Collected Company, which I would assume is uncastable. He does need 5 mana to cast anyway. He's got that now.
Oh man, that would have been good to have this turn.
And nope, he's going to scoop him up. Apparently he doesn't have any answer to that Champion of the Parish coming back again.
I'm intrigued by this build. I mean, I've been looking up in the middle of this match some of the lists for the counter companies, and I haven't seen any running Knight of the Reliquary or Corsair Perfect. So perhaps this is, or Tireless Tracker for that matter.
Yeah, this is a much different version of the deck because I'm confused because I thought I knew what Counters Company was. Apparently I don't. This is a much different version of the deck.
Maybe an interesting spin here. That or Falcon's being cheeky and trying to throw his opponent off when I asked him what his deck was.
I would not put it past him. He's a very good player.
Well, we're recording right now for Modern MTG Wednesdays, but while we're here at NeverBoard from the commentary booth, we're hosting our Modern Saturday Magic event. So we're opting to not get as much recording of games in, and we're just going to focus on bringing you some commentated content.
Got a huge backlog of matches to get through, so lots of content coming up for you guys.
Yeah, it's exciting. There's some really good, hilarious matches even.
Oh yes. We just covered 2 of the standard showdown matches that were just great.
Excellent, seriously. Both players heavily sideboarding here, so it should be interesting to see what's going to come out.
And we got some really good F&M games coming up too.
Oh yeah, seriously.
Featuring me!
Yeah, we pretty much followed you the whole tournament last time.
Almost.
We gave Alex a featured day.
3 of the 4 games that I played that night are on camera.
Yeah.
I'm not sure we're going to use one of them though, but we'll see.
No spoil. I don't want to spoil anything, but when you have a good run, you just get on camera. That's how it goes here.
I won't tell you whether I won or lost the final match though.
And we faced off in there too, which is an extremely fun one in my eyes.
Oh yes. We get to, it'll be the second time that both people involved in a match get to commentate on it.
I like it. It's cool that way, you know. It's very insightful. People get to, really be critical of not only themselves but the other person's plays, and each person lending insight back and forth can really help you grow as a player.
I'm always looking at myself though whenever I'm on camera. I'm like, okay, how did I screw up here? What could I have done better?
Honestly, I sneak peek watched our match already, and I'm like thinking of all the different routes that I could have taken.
Yeah.
And wondering if it would have mattered. It's hard to tell, You can never really tell.
It's hard to know because you can only really be in your own head. Mm-hmm. You don't know what your opponent's thinking. I mean, you might get a glimpse of their cards in the aftermath, but even then, you still don't know what their plan is with those cards. That smiling Brian Kibler with a deck on his head.
I would say one thing I've been picking up from watching a lot of these matches is I used to be really willy-nilly about life and taking damage early game, and then I'm noticing how it really comes back to bite a lot of players in critical moments of the game, like taking a little incidental damage and deciding not to block something that you could have early on. Makes a big deal.
Go for that early chip damage, aggro players. It's important.
All right, another turn 1 hierarchy here from Heeley.
Well, aggro players don't need to be told this. It's mostly mid-range players who need to be told this. Aggro players know what to do. They turn sideways all day, every day. That's not true. Sometimes it's more advantageous not to, but most of the time.
Agreed. All right, he fetches out a land here. Gonna connect himself to 2 colors.
Fixing himself up with that Temple Garden. Haven't seen a 3rd color out of him yet. I could have sworn this was a 3-color deck, but so far all we've seen is green-white.
No, I think there was a red splash we saw earlier on at least one of his dual
No,
lands.
he just because he's playing Wooded Foothills doesn't necessarily mean he has red.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Heeley trying to sneak in that turn 2 Mantis Rider, but Falcon says, no, I've got a Path to Exile with your name on it. And by the way, get rid of that other land because I know you're only playing that 1 basic.
That's where the knowledge comes in. Ooh, he's got the Mantis Rider in hand. I wouldn't be surprised if he just drops it.
Ancient Ziggurat. Tapping the plains for champion. And here comes that Mantis.
This is the exact same, like I'm seeing double, right? This is pretty much what happened game 1.
Pretty close, just a turn slower. Because he opted to sneak in the Mantis Rider early instead of going Champion of the Parish 2-drop. That first game was turn 2 Champion of the Parish Thalia and then Mantis Rider.
Yeah. And Mantis Rider just eating up Path to Exiles.
Eternal Witness wisely getting back that Path to Exile. Gotta find removal against this human's deck, otherwise it just runs you over.
Deck. I like whatever this is that he's running.
Yeah.
He's harboring a lot of advantage.
Andrew Heeley opting to crack that Horizon Canopy, dig for some more gas. He finds a Phantasmal Image.
Oh man, what do you? I probably just you copy the.
Oh, he's got a Champion of the Parish, Phantasmal Image copying Mantis Rider.
Oh my gosh, so much damage on board. Just like that, humans are coming down your throat.
That's going to be 9 combat damage. He decides to swing with everything that can, and he does. Eternal Witness blocking the only thing that can, that champion. Falcon going down to 8 from the 2 Mantis Riders.
Heeley be about to make quick work of Falcon on this one.
He is on the doorstep of a clean sweep. Falcon just passes. He's holding up that Path to Exile, but will it be enough? Does he have other plays? I'm looking at his hand. I can't see anything. He's got neither the Reliquary that he opted not to cast, a Collected Company that he can't cast.
He's just trying to survive one more turn, push something here. Can he even survive?
I don't think so. What could he have? Like a Fog? Another Noble Hierarch coming down. That'll pump up those champions. Tapping the Ancient Ziggurat and the Seachrome.
Both players vigorously tapping their feet.
Falcon's reading Phantasmal Image to make sure of exactly what it does. If it gets targeted by any spell or ability, it will be sacrificed. And he's going to go ahead and Phantasmal Image for a 3rd Mantis Rider. I have seen Andrew Heeley win so many games this way, just finding multiple Mantis Riders and cramming them down the opponent's throat. Path to Exile going to be targeting this Champion of the Parish. Heeley opting not to search his library because, of course, he only has the 1 basic. He's reaching across the table. Come on, man. Shake my hand. Path to Exile. Gotta get rid of another Mantis Rider. That's still not enough. The humans are coming through. Falcon's deck destroyed. Cards everywhere. Bloodbath.
Oh my gosh, disrespectful.
Oh.
The 2-0 clean sweep.
Heeley flipping his bat and taking off both players flipping their bats. Oh.
Why are we playing? Well,
just this detritus all over the table.
Nothing else needs to be said about this. Good night, everybody.
Have a good day. NeverBoard gaming community. Thanks for watching.